Greetings, Shining Bulls and Shining Bears, and welcome to this, the 42nd episode of the Crypto Astrology Podcast. Please note that financial astrology, similar to technical analysis, is not 100%. I, Maya Raghavan, am not an influencer. I am not a financial advisor. Rather, I am a financial astrologer, using the planetary positions as data inputs in my analysis of the probable nature of price movements. I do not make your decisions for you. Your decisions are up to you. Shining Bull content is here to stimulate your own thought process as you make your own decisions relating to your own finances for yourself and by yourself. We are going to take a look at what this week holds for Bitcoin and Ether price. Before getting into the day-to-day regarding this week, here are the most important celestial movements or factors that will be influencing us here on this earth plane. On Sunday, very early morning UTC, Shukracharya reaches exact Kendra to Devguru. I see that people are going to start making some brave moves, looking towards the future. Later in the morning, close to noon Sunday UTC, Sun begins transiting with Saturn. This typically makes people feel a certain type of hopelessness, which I have noticed usually takes markets down. I see then that starting on Monday, something is happening behind the scenes. This is because of the Navamsha positions of Sun, Mercury, and Rahu in Capricorn, where Venus and Mars transit in the sky. As I mentioned on Twitter, it looks like there is a price manipulation starting to happen by big players, which is likely to take price up with dedication. However, it's due to some secret dealings and large-scale buying by wealthy and powerful groups. I'm not sure if this is going to be by large funds, such as JP Morgan, or if it's something else. I see it could also be private individuals of immense wealth and prestigious standing who start doing this. When the public finds out, it affects the market. And this is specifically speaking about Bitcoin and Ether. On Tuesday morning UTC, Mangal reaches exact Kendra to Devguru in the sky. This starts a more aggressive movement. I would also like to say that it's important to do things in the personal life with a steadiness moving forward, channeling your motivations in a streamlined fashion so as not to aggravate your Venus too much. The Venus in you. On Wednesday morning UTC, Buddha passes the Sun. Then in the afternoon, Buddha reaches Saturn in the sky. I see that both of these being favorable to Bitcoin and Ether price. It looks like a decision being made by administrators which benefits retail investors and makes people feel like a problem has been solved. Please note that the Bitcoin BTC 2024 predictions book is now available on ShiningBull.com. This book gives several turning points per month when Bitcoin price will start moving in a given direction, and it is a valuable addition to any swing traders or day traders toolbox. 2. Bitcoin BTC 2024 predictions gives an added edge to investors, fund managers, and anyone interested in Bitcoin as an asset. The new book, ETH BTC 2024 Predictions for the Ratio, is also now available on ShiningBull.com for those of you who trade the ratio. Now, let's look more up close at the week ahead. I, the astrologer, live in Newfoundland, but I give the weekly predictions that I make on this podcast as per UTC time. Sunday, February 25th, UTC, I see a lot of downward movements due to Sun's transit in relation to Saturn. Traders, especially be aware that on Monday, February 26th, due to Mercury's transit, the high or low reached on Sunday will be retested but not broken. This means, for example, we can retest down to Sunday's high and then we start climbing up powerfully from there, for example. Tuesday, February 27th, UTC, I see a lot of strong upward potential due to the transit of Mars in the sky. Wednesday, February 28th, UTC, I see a lot of up because of Mercury passing Sun and Saturn. Thursday, February 29th, UTC, I see as up due to Moon's transit. Moon will trine Shani, oppose Devguru, and will transit in Kendra to Mars. Friday, March 1st, UTC, I see as largely up due to Moon's trine to Sun and Mercury. But I see a down move likely from morning through to the early afternoon as Moon has left opposition to Jupiter. Since that's several hours of time, it can make significant red candle action on the charts happen. On Saturday, March 2nd, UTC, I see us having a down day, mainly due to Mars joining Ketu in Cancer in the Navamsha chart. For more details on this, experienced traders can check out the trading signal service on ShiningBull.com. Please read the disclaimer in the details section of this video below. So that was the weekly forecast for the week ahead in Bitcoin and Ether price. Next, some news from the past week which will impact the future of crypto and of civilization. This week, on Tuesday, February 20th, S&P Global Ratings analysts Andrew O'Neill and Alexandra Beery published a report advising that U.S. spot Ether ETFs that incorporate staking could become large enough to change validator concentrations in the Ethereum network for better or worse. And it is therefore critical to understand how ETF issuers' choices will drive concentration risks. I'm getting these direct quotes from an article on theblock.co. The analysts say this because they expect the SEC to approve spot Ether ETF filings this May, and some of the firm's filings, such as ARK Invest and Franklin Templeton, intend to stake the Ether which underlies their funds in order to generate more yield. The analysts say that such funds would likely custody with an institutional custodian and not a crypto-native decentralized protocol such as Lido. Interestingly, Coinbase is the second largest Ethereum validator after Lido. It's even more interesting because when this report was published by the analysts on Tuesday, Mercury entered into Aquarius, into immediate trine to Coinbase, the company's natal Mercury, and into immediate transit of Coinbase, the public company's natal Jupiter. Mercury also began to oppose Ethereum's natal Jupiter. Ethereum's natal Jupiter is lord of its 2nd and 5th houses of wealth in the nakshatra of Magha. This placement means that Ethereum gets a lot of help from special friends, and that's why Ethereum has flourished into such an ecosystem. Ethereum's natal Mercury is placed in the 9th house and is lord of its 8th and 11th houses, which are capable of creating disaster, but due to the placement of natal Mars, Ethereum averts disaster. I see that it is important to consider what these analysts have said. This is also because in my book, Ethereum by 2026, I wrote about a death-defying situation for Ethereum, which happens at the moment in 2026 when Jupiter transits with Ketu in Leo. At that moment, Jupiter will be transiting in opposition to Coinbase's natal Jupiter. I see that those S&P Global analysts are like friends, you could say, to Ethereum in a special way, like at a higher level. Not high level, not tech talk high level, I'm saying like higher spiritual level. Not the individuals, I'm saying that they have something, just consider what they're saying as helpful, because it really should be listened to and considered, actually. And I see that what they're saying should be taken very seriously because of what I just told you about what's coming in 2026, which I talk about at length in the Ethereum by 2026 book. So that's all for this week, and I will see you next week. Thank you.